Here we have a 4-bar loop with 3 different tracks. Let's erase the last 3 hi-hat events and use the time stretch tool to stretch out this event over 2 bars. You can even use it to shorten or speed grooves up. Fantastic! Trying to edit your grooves to add accents or extra notes can sometimes be tricky. With the Accent tool in EZplayer Pro, you can drop accents with a simple click. Let's add a cymbal crash to these hi-hats and an extra kick drum here. If you want to move the accent to a different location, just move it. To delete an accent, hold down the Shift key and click on it. I've mentioned before that you can loop different tracks in different time positions. Let's play track 1, and now track 2. Notice that this loop is shorter. And now track 3. See how they all loop in time as if I were pressing the play button just at the right moment. I'm actually getting a little help from EZplayer Pro's sync at function. By setting it to next quarter, it allows me to play my tracks without worrying if they are off by a 32nd or 64th note. Setting sync at to one of these 3 will ensure that they stay in time. If we were to select immediate, you'll notice that EZplayer Pro won't play your tracks in sync, but will play the track immediately as soon as you press play. This can offer you multiple creative possibilities when assembling your music. For example, by having the snare play a bit ahead or the hi-hats play slightly off time, you can give your drum tracks that edge you're looking for. Now let's take a look at the Layers feature in EZplayer Pro. Layers can be thought of as separating different drum kit pieces by placing them on their own space, while still keeping them all together on the same track, like in this example. But we can do so much more with layers. We can have not only kit pieces on different layers, but whole grooves. Let's hear the differences between these 3. Now, let's put them on top of one another and choose Step Through from the Layer Settings submenu. It plays through each of the 3 grooves. You can even go a step further by changing it to random. Imagine the possibilities. Multiple hi-hat grooves on one track playing randomly so that every time you play your song, you get a different hi-hat pattern. Combining features like the previously mentioned sync at with random can offer you endless variations. Now let's talk about automation inside EZplayer Pro. You'll find the MIDI learn functions such as Learn Velocity knob here. Notice that the velocity knob turns green, indicating that you are ready to assign MIDI control. Move a knob on your MIDI controller and you're set. Let's listen to that. Isn't it great that you can now remotely control EZplayer Pro from your MIDI keyboard? Let's try another one. It's easy. How about Learn Play button? Let's try both of these together. Now let's load up EZplayer Pro into a host sequencing application such as Logic Pro. Simply load up EZplayer Pro to the I/O section of the software instrument track. This acts as a MIDI input. Now let's add our sound source such as EZdrummer to another instrument track. You can use any audio units, VST, or RTAS instrument in your host application as the sound source. Using EZplayer Pro like this can offer a few more interesting possibilities. For starters, you can drag and drop the grooves you have created in EZplayer Pro right into the timeline of your host sequencer. This allows you to use EZplayer Pro's unique functions as an extra palette or scratch pad to assemble the perfect take before you drop it into your music project. Along with drag and drop, you have the ability to record directly onto a track of the host sequencer from EZplayer. Simply activating record and playing in either the browser or the arranger will write the MIDI data onto the track with all the changes you've made. While this happens, you can try different groove variations and even use the velocity knob to remotely record dynamic changes. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial on EZplayer Pro. Within no time, you'll be auditioning and fusing grooves together on the fly with ease. By the way, all the music was created in Logic Pro using multiple instances of claustrophobic and twisted EZXs. All your MIDI, one player, EZplayer Pro.